So whenever I'm playing a gacha game and a new update comes to that game, I like to review it for people who may or may not want to get back into said game. So that being said, NTE's 1.3 update is meh. I constantly feel like I'm being catfished by Neverness to Everness. We got it wrong when we said this game was anime GTA. It's more like anime Mario Party. And that's a good and bad thing because I'm genuinely surprised by the variety and the unique updates this game has. But I can't help but wonder where we're going from here, where the direction of this game is heading. I just don't know what to expect from this game, and that's a good or a bad thing at the same time. For instance, one day we're doing an event I'm actually interested in, like the Bagel social media photo event, and the next we're doing something like Gone.
That shit's ass, bro.
I never know if I'm going to enjoy the content or not because it's just so varied. It's like a double-edged sword. We got a volleyball minigame, and I was surprised by the concept, the quality of this minigame. It has character rosters and a whole leveling system. However, it's bugged to shit, both visually and it could be skill issue, but sometimes when I spike, toss, and serve the ball, it just has a mind of its own.
Coco, let's get this point back.
Not to mention, half the time, the CPU just gives up and gives me the win, which I'm not complaining about. I want those free premium pulls. We also have a jet ski, which they added in the game, and just the fact that we can drive on jet skis is cool. But to be honest, besides one event, there's no real reason for a jet ski to be in the game at the moment. Zanku is a pretty cool character. I have no complaints about her characterization. Very cool. I didn't plan to pull on this character and I ended up pulling just because. I mean, there's no 50-50 in the game, so why not? I'm not much of a meta slave in this game because at this current state in the game, everything is easy and all the end game is doable with mint and your eyes closed. So I don't know what her power scaling is or how she contributes to meta. The only reason I pull characters is if I think they look cool or if they have cool exploration perks. I know she can go invisible, I just don't know how yet. And that was enough for me to pull. No complaints. I'm enjoying the character. Cool animations, even though some of them are kind of OD. We have a ridiculously overpriced spending event. The main things you can get out of it are a few beach skins and your own personal jet ski. But like I said, there's no real reason to have a jet ski and we got tons of skins in the game. So I'm not really mad at this overpriced spending event. It's okay to skip a spending event once in a while. That's just my personal opinion. Can't have everything as a free to play. But yeah, I definitely think it's overpriced. They added a new map to the game. It has some beach elements and it's mostly in the countryside. It honestly reminds me of some of the rural areas in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. If you ever play that game, you know, the places in the middle of nowhere with the gas stations and the mountains and the forests outside of the main metropolis. I actually mess with this area. My only issue is that there's really not much to do in the area. I wish they would have added more anomalies and waypoints and just reasons to be here besides doing stunt jumps. But I do enjoy the overall map. I think it looks cool. I like the countryside. It just feels a bit content starved. I wish they just added more things to do in the area. The story, it's pretty decent by Neverness to Everness standards. I mean, we go to this abandoned building to investigate the Scarlet Letter, end up inside some weird dimensional battle royale. It's basically, it reminds me a lot of the Shibuya arc. Everybody is pitted against each other in a battle royale to unalive each other, and we get to see a lot of random characters and their tragic stories. I'm not gonna say it's Shakespeare, but it felt like a popcorn story, fast food, something that if you just turn your brain off and enjoy, nothing too crazy, nothing that you should think about too much. For me, it was pretty entertaining. I'm not fully done through it. One of my only complaints with this story is there's a lots of suspense and they're leaning back into that horror element. But the fact that I literally cannot lose a fight because I have infinite HP, it kind of kills any sense of tension that the story goes for. I know they do this in gacha games in general because players would quit if they didn't win every challenge as soon as possible. But honestly, I feel like being able to lose a fight would make this so much more interesting. Let me know in the comments, would you quit playing your gacha game if you actually had the ability to lose a fight or an interaction? because I think this is why a lot of the times I'm bored with. Just feels like there's no stakes. But overall, I give the story, I'm not completely done, but I'm enjoying it. Just maybe less random jargon and yapping, because there was a lot of extra yap that didn't need to be done in this story, which is typical of a lot of gacha games. You know how it is. So if you want my opinion, I'd say the game is generally moving in the right direction, but it's got a lot of issues it needs to address. But the thing with Neverness to Everness is it feels like this game always leaves a good first impression on me, but when I peel back the layers, after like 2 or 3 days of playing the game, I could understand why the game gets a lot of criticism. For me though, my overall review of NTE is it continues to be a game brimming with potential that's never realized, because the devs are kind of hacks. Let's just be real with Hada Studios. They got a good concept on their hand, they don't know what to do with it. Hey man, look, I'm just being real. I love and I like NT. Love is a strong word. I like NT, but yeah, it's unfortunate it belongs to Hada Studios. And yet, I'd still rather play this update than whatever the hell happened with Wuthering Waves 3.6.